What's up, WWE Champions Universe? It is Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat coming to you today with a WCW weekend contest walkthrough. What's up, Lee?
The boys play, or in this case, where the big girls play.
That's right.
Bad girl. No, okay, this is going places. Never mind.
Did WCW have female wrestling? I don't.
Yeah. It definitely was. I mean, WCW focused more on Nitro girls than they did on female wrestling.
That's right.
But Medusa.
Is there a women's champ?
Yeah, Medusa mostly. Yeah. They had Asia, which was their ripoff of China. They had Medusa.
Jacqueline, right? Jackie?
Jacqueline was more Attitude Era WWE than she was over there. I mean, there was women's wrestling on WCW, but it was not well represented, let's just say.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I even remember. I definitely remember Kim. What was her name? Kimberly? She was DDP's wife.
Yeah, but
I remember
Nitro
her
girl.
being a part of the story, but I don't ever really remember women's wrestling.
Yeah, not much. I mean, Miss Elizabeth, Kimberly, the Nitro Girls. I mean, that's where Shawn Michaels' wife got her start. That's where, several of the Charmel, Booker T's wife, and
they
some
were
others,
more in the valet role.
Yeah, definitely not so much the wrestling role. Not near as much anyway. It was there, but it was very rare.
As we look at this weekend contest, we are all about women's in-ring performance and the power not only of a woman, but the EST, the glamorous Bianca is who we're chasing. Hey, champions, it's time to get glamorous and unleash the power of the EST. Get a brand new powerhouse Bianca in rad fashion. Unlock her with shards throughout the contest and redeem prize wall medallions for awesome rewards. So as exciting as that is, Lee, guess what? We have a brand new entourage ability for the Connecticut Blue Blood, Hunter Hearst Hemsley. He gets +3 botch gems and plus 40% botch gem damage at 6-star bronze. You can also find his poster on the Feud prize wall. Can you talk to us real quick about the connection between your Bianca preview video, what you observed with the potency of botch, and how this Triple H rework might help her?
100%. Her best, most damage-dealing move is the finisher, the red finisher, because ironically she also has a yellow finisher, which is weird. But anyway, the red finisher, and it does damage per botch gem, and so you want to buff that up as much as you possibly can. So if he is, I forget if he's a trainer or a coach. If he's a...
I think he's a coach.
Coach, that's right. Yeah, so then he really slots in well because you can put him with your Bloodline Jimmy, or if you have Zombie Becky like I used in mine, 60% plus 40%, that's another 100%. If you have Wade Barrett, that's 100%. So theoretically, you now have 200% botch gem damage, and it does it per botch gem. So if it's adding 3, that's 200%, plus it's adding 3 more that are getting buffed by 200%. That's huge for her. Huge.
Nice. Well, as we move on and look at this weekend contest walkthrough, just a reminder, these screenshots are taken from a test environment. So some of the text, numbers, items, dates might be subject to change, right? Or it's all subject to change, but some of them might actually change. Some parts of the contest might still be a work in progress, a whip, it says on screen. So check in game for the latest numbers and items once the contest has started. Looks like this contest is going to start today at noon Pacific, which is our reset time. Yep. And the faction feud will begin tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific, which is a few hours after reset. And it will end... what is that, Sunday, Lee?
Sunday.
The 18th at noon Pacific.
The feud will end Sunday at noon. The overall contest Monday at reset at noon PST.
Thanks for catching that.
Pretty usual. Pretty standard fare.
Nice. Well, how are we going to get this Bianca? It looks like this is pretty standard fare, and Lee can help us digest some of these numbers. But the solo contest, 380 regular. Now it says regular with CSS. So
Right.
there may be some requirements here. Faction contest, 160 shards. Faction contest leaderboard, the top 200 factions will be getting anywhere between 150 and 400 shards. Your personal war score can give you another 120 shards. There'll be some Bianca tours, limited time tours for 520 shards. And I'm guessing that's where the CSS might come into play, as well as in the shop at WWEChampions.com. Overall, if you have the CSS for free, you should be able to get, I'm looking at this, does this mean 1580 is what's available in the regular?
Yeah, well, again, this is where last time, although we figured out that there was no faction contest leaderboard for Rock and Roman this way, but last time they had the faction contest leaderboard on premium, which I prefer, because you're 150 to 400 depending on where your faction lands. So if you are in a faction that hovers around 100, you're probably factoring in maybe 200 shards at best. If you're in a faction that's in the top 20 like we are, that's usually around 300-ish shards. And then Woken and the top factions, like the top maybe 10-ish at best, would get all 400 shards. So 1580 is if you're in like the top factions. Otherwise,
so we could say 1180. 1180 is what you can expect, assuming there's no contest. If you're not a top 200 faction, you got 1180 coming at you. That's what you can bank on.
Yeah.
Subject to change, but this is a 2,000 shard recruit superstar. So now we got to look at the premium side of the column. The solo contest has 400 shards, and in the portal or in the shop another 375. So that will accumulate you 775 shards. If you're looking at the 1180 free plus 775, you're still not quite at the 2,000 mark.
You're not, but if you're spending it all the way to that 375 shards on the shop event, you're highly likely to be in a higher faction. So either way, it's very possible for a few to shard recruit her, but I would assume that most are going to get her from pulls or bags.
Well, let's look at what's going to happen in the feud, and we'll start seeing the pulls and bags as they come up as we look at this next section. So you're going to be playing with selected superstars for the faction contest points and leaderboards in progress and war score competition. This is important, 2-time feud speed up perk will be available to claim for the Manager's Pass members. That's how the big dogs get those high war scores, is they're able to feud faster. So maybe consider Manager's Pass if you are feeling like feud is too slow.
Yeah,
and you can earn
the war score.
Right. And you can earn one feud booster. This is the steps, right, Lee? Yeah. One feud booster and limited time tour. So there's going to be one set of steps in the tour and then one on the stamp cards on Saturday at reset. More available through purchase with a higher war score and gem damage boost than the two free ones. All right. Well, here is our lines as we're looking at the this is a female feud, right? So female exclusive feud for the entirety of the time.
Yep, it's not a flash feud, so the whole thing is a female feud.
So when we look at our lines, bottom line is open, any Attitude Era, any Acrobat, and any SmackDown 5-star superstar. If you get that bottom line bonus, you're going to get 50% black move damage, 1 black MP, and 10% war score boost. That bottom line should be fillable, right, Lee, for most of the community that's used to feuding consistently.
Yeah, you should have. I mean, any SmackDown is a little bit more restrictive than some are on those, where it's like any Powerhouse, any whatever. But for the most part, you should have your feudable characters at 5-star or well beyond. So you should be okay. And if worst case comes to worst, you could just fill it with fodder just to get the line bonus.
That's what I was going to ask. If so, let's say my Attitude Era is just crummy, should I try to get the line bonus, or should I try to? Okay, so I want the line bonus. Okay,
you should always get the bottom line if you can. Middle row is always a question mark based on what you have.
Yeah, so then we got Tori Glamorous, pretty rare, and then a 6-star Powerhouse, and then an open requirement, but that'll be given yellow move damage 50%. Starting MP +1 and a 20% war score boost. And then the top, for those that get Bianca early and can slot her in, they're going to get +3 MP, 100% all gem damage, and a 50% war score boost. So that's pretty big. Also, your first time wins with the Superstar and Brawl give you 300,000 points. Any tips or tricks there?
You're going to see a lot of Piper Nivens this weekend, so be thinking about what you need to do to counteract her, because that's the most common powerhouse that the player community has in the female ranks. So plus she's got 50% yellow gem damage, although most people aren't going to be able to fill out the middle row with Tori. I know I can't, so that's not going to be as big a deal, but powerhouse Piper Niven is going to be most people what you see in that middle slot right there. So counteract her as best you can.
And you may want to be thinking about an anti-stun strap if you have one for females, because
that's a good call.
Piper and a few of these ladies are stun lock specialists. In the solo contest, right, we're going to be able to get those bags you mentioned last week. Apparently the community was saying that Roman was more available than they had expected in bags. There's going to be prize wall medallions, and there's going to be tons of resources. Notably, this is how we get Bianca's VHS tape for the time capsule collection contest. And that is worth nearly 7 million. When you get close to the 7 million milestone in this feud, is where you get her VHS tape. Is that war score, or is that solo No, that's solo contest points. You get close to the solo contest points.
No, top 50 war leaderboard would be super easy.
Right. Okay. I was hoping, but my eyes were reading ambitiously. The top 50 in the solo leaderboard are going to get a guaranteed poster of the new Bianca Belair Glamorous up to 6-star bronze. As we pull down that tab, you can earn nearly 2 million points in the contest superstar competition during feuds. You can claim free points from the stamp card at WWEChampions.com. When you spin your first loot coin in this weekend's special loot, you can get 70,000 points, limit 1. And then for each additional loot coin you spend, you're going to get 10,000 points. For those that early bird recruit Bianca, they are going to get 500,000 points. And the max milestone of that is 10 million. So that's how you get your bags and your prize wall medallions. And some of the highlights there, as you can see on your screen, what's going to be in those bags? Maybe a 4-star poster, which would be rare. It looks like there's some sort of premium medallion. Do you think that's going to be like a player's choice choose, or is that just the currency for the wall?
It's just you'll see as it goes down, but it's just a premium prize wall. Yeah.
And then 100 shards, which are a lot of the community shard recruits these superstars on these weekends. So 100 shards is nothing to laugh at. And then on the premium medallions. So for our war score, Lee, it looks like we've got a 50 million milestone and then a stretch milestone of 110. 20 million. Hang on. Win feud battles for faction contest points, shard bags, feud medallions, Shinsuke Nakamura King of Pop Style shards until milestone 50 million. And extra power of EST feud medallion and blitz tickets in the stretch milestones. 110,000 faction points can be obtained by reaching 20 million war score. Okay, so 20 million is
faction points. Is it?
You break that down for us, because that was word salad when I started talking.
You're good. Yeah, no. So 50 million is like the basic goal for solo. That's where all your individual rewards are. 20 million is the rewards for your faction. So if your faction has requirements around this, 20 million is what you're going to need to hit in order to get all the faction points. And then we'll see in a bit, there's going to be some bonus milestones beyond 50 million. But 50 million gets you all of the main rewards, and everything after that, well, we'll see as it goes.
Okay. Thanks. Earn a massive power of EST solo contest points in the top 800 leaderboards. So like we said, top 50 are going to be able to just recruit the poster, but it looks like the top 800 are going to have other things. You can reach the milestones to earn feud medallions. War score. Max milestone is 100 million for the total war score. Yep. So here's the reward highlights. We're looking at Shinsuke, King of Pop shards. We're looking at EST Blitz tickets, the power of EST premium bag, and feud medallions, all available.
So those Blitz tickets are likely what's going to be past 50 million. That's what's going to allow you to play the additional Sunday Blitz like there was the last time.
And the Blitz, what did they have? Prize wall medallions in it?
Usually.
Do you remember? Yeah. Well, how about our prize wall? We got an ultimate Jimmy Uso bloodline strap with 2 times affiliation. We've got tier 5 Fury shards, a tier 2 Shuri fur, tier 5 Fury with move defense and gym defense medals. We've got power of the EST loot coin bundle. We've got that reworked 5-star gold Hunter Hearst Hemsley Connecticut Blue Blood, and Powerhouse Star Fragments, Contest Champion Strap, and Resource Bundles. Any thoughts on the prize wall?
Yeah, I mean, we did a whole episode on prize walls of the main Champions Chat podcast, and continues to be that just don't get your hopes too high on those prize walls, because the average player, and I lump myself into average players for this, unless you're spending big, you really don't get much off of the prize walls at all. Every once in a while, though, they are throwing you a bone, and like there was that 6-star Hall of Fame Nikki Bella, one time, or Asuka's gear, the last time and stuff. So there's usually one thing that's somewhat attainable, but usually the things that look like they're obtainable, you tend to fall short unless you're spending. And I mean, like, the last 2 weeks I've done a mega pull each on the events and have not been able to get anything strong off the prize wall. So don't expect a lot, but be happy with whatever you get, I guess.
Best thing I ever got off a feud prize wall was the King Sheamus the blue gem coach. And it was a pretty attainable milestone as well.
Yeah, every once in a while they throw out something really nice. So
I have no idea where Hunter Hearst Hemsley will be, but I'd love to get. I mean, that would be a great fuse if affordable. If not, might just be the resource bundle coming my way. Right?
That's what I always. I mean, it's just good to set expectations, right? If that's what you're expecting, you'll be happy with whatever you get. If you're expecting that you're going to get whatever the top prize is, you're probably going to be disappointed.
Yeah, and the Fury 2s are great, but I'm going to go into this assuming they're going to be one of the more expensive items. And if they're not, I'm pleasantly surprised, right? Yep. So in the Superstar competition, right, you can earn nearly 2 million solo contest points, high rarity tokens, and an ultimate Bianca Belair Glamorous Contest Champion strap. So how do we get those? We are looking at our actual war score and the contest superstars required from it. In the columns here, you're going to see Bianca Belair, 500,000 points, limit 5 super for those rare that pull her. Yeah. And then you got Sherry, same super rare. And then you got Tori Glamorous for 300K. Super Chelsea rare. Green, 300K. Now here we get low bar here. Toughest EST. That's our striker Bianca, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so
So that's
uh,
very,
it,
very attainable. Any Liv Morgan is now more attainable. She would have been still pretty rare, but now after the nice, wonderful glitch we had at the start of the month. Oh. Well, due to a sudden technical issue, we actually just lost Rusty. But we're going to finish this out and figure it out for the stream tonight. Speaking of which, if you're watching at this point, don't forget we do have a giveaway tonight on the main channel for WWE Champions. So we were saying Liv Morgan. More recently, that is an accessible one there. Any SmackDown brand, any Legends, any Powerhouse, any Acrobat, any Bianca Belair, those should all be fairly accessible. So if you're figuring about $1 million each, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are fairly accessible. If you have Tough EST, which I think would as well, so that's 7. So you're going to hit right around the 7 million milestone, give or take. And the reward highlights for that, you're going to make progress in the Power of the EST solo contest with those points. Champion strap for Bianca, and you can see some of the special bonuses that might be available that way, and rare tokens. Then we've got the competition that ends 12 hours after the feud, big points in the War Score competition milestones, and feud leaderboards. Use bonus tasks and bring your faction to the top 200. No faction hopping allowed during the contest. Earn big points from War Score, free points on the portal, spend cash for bonus points, level up a 6-star superstar for 500 bonus points. That's actually really good compared to where we've seen some before where it was just spend cash. And then level up a 5-star for 20 points. Max milestone is 10 million. So if you have an unleveled 6-star, like level 1 for some reason, you could rack up some points big time right there. The reward highlights, the basic bags, which you can see you get 10 shards, whopping 10 shards of characters that you might be missing, or more likely 20 shards of Bianca, plus strap parts. Finally, compete in the limited time tour to earn 4.7 million solo points alongside the Power of the EST premium bags and resources. Friday, Power of the EST challenge, any modern era, any acrobat, any powerhouse, and any striker for your different rarities. So should be pretty darn open for the most part. Friday, the BEST Glam, any Bianca Belair, which is fairly open, but if you only have Striker, you're probably going to struggle on the Hell mode. And then any Tori Wilson, which means you can use your Hall of Fame Tori. Friday, Bianca Belair Challenge, contest superstar rewards in Saturday. That is only if you recruit Bianca Belair on Friday. Saturday, the Great EST Showboat, which is your Kevin Owens free character for the month. Reward highlights include premium and basic bags, contest points, and a feud booster, which is usually the third node of Hell mode for the free character. So you're going to need to have that free character usually in the high 4-star, low 5-star range at this point to do that. Collect Power of the EST premium medallions in the Bianca Belair Challenge Tour and redeem them for extra rewards. Prizes include the Damage Control Formed Moment, Bianca's Braid Skill Plate, yes please, I need that, Ultimate Bianca Belair Strap with 100% gem damage, yes please, Tier 5 Fury 2 medals, Tier 5 Fury 2 medals move damage, gem damage, and then 6-star tokens and strap parts. So that is the premium medallions, which means you're pretty well getting those if you recruit Bianca in the first day. Then there's going to be a Gauntlet Blitz. Each run will cost 1 Blitz ticket available in the shop, and 10 tickets are claimed for free on Sunday. You're going to get Blitz bags and etc. Top 2 is any Bianca plus any Legends. Mid 3 is any Trickster, any Showboat, and Open. Use the CSS in the boss node to earn Bianca Belair Glamour EST shards. And your contest superstars are all super rare. Chelsea Green, Sherry Martel, and Tori Wilson Glamorous. Get a brand new Bianca Belair Glamour EST at up to 6-star silver, along with other contest superstars in the loot. More exclusives at WWEChampions.com, and every $1 spent is bonus rewards. Get feud medallions, solo contest points, a premium medallion, and more. Every dollar spent on the portal earns amazing milestone rewards. And don't forget the forum, where you get an extra chance to get the brand new Bianca Belair Glamour EST in the forum giveaway. So Rusty and I are going to figure out this issue that's going on right here. We will be back tonight for the Champions stream. Don't forget, you need to find our YouTube video that has the prize giveaway information. You need to like that video, comment on it, and be subscribed to Champions Chat to be able to be entered. And that's it for this one. Enjoy your feud weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.